the channel if you're new, or if you're not, I'm Alicia and I am so glad you're here. The holidays are coming and I know that this can be a stressful time in general. It can be stressful with family and with work and finances, and for many of us, it is a stressful time with food. There are a lot of emotions that come with stress, and binge eating, I found, most often has an emotional root. I have done videos about how to approach and manage binge eating in the past, so I will link those below if you want some more explicit ideas on how you can approach binge eating struggles. But today, I just wanted to offer a very simple nugget or bite for you to consider if you struggle with binge eating. And it really stems from something that has changed my life over the last few years or so, which is mindfulness. And mindfulness is quite simply recognizing what is happening now in the present moment without judgment. Our brains, they tend to take us on autopilot, and it is a protective mechanism, but if left unchecked, it can keep us moving through life mindlessly without awareness. So we go through the motions over and over, and we might not stop to actually check in with ourselves. Autopilot will happen on its own. It happens automatically, right? Becoming aware of what's happening in the present moment will not happen automatically. It only happens through conscious choice. Now, as it relates to binge eating most often happens when we are not consciously aware. Now, we might become aware during a binge. We realize, oh crap, I ate the whole bag. We realize now we were turned off during the action though. Now, sometimes when I was struggling with binge eating, I would consciously choose to binge, right? I would get whatever it was in front of me. The sugary cereal was a big one for me. And I would know before doing it, I was gonna eat the whole box. But while I was eating it, I would turn off. I'd go onto that autopilot. Now, the choice to binge was a destructive one. It didn't serve me. It was a maladaptive coping mechanism for my unmet emotional needs. And I talk about that in previous videos, so I'm not gonna go into it too much here, but I will link them if you want to explore that for yourself. Getting healthier coping mechanisms is imperative if you want to take action with your binge eating struggles. But the point I want to make here is this distinction between being on autopilot and being consciously aware. We don't do awareness, okay? Awareness is a state of being. And so with binge eating, what I have found through direct experience and through working with clients is that we don't need to do as much as we think we do to address our binge eating problems. It's actually less about doing and more about being. You are a human being after all, not a human doing, right? I know I spent many years as a human doing. I was going and going on that hamster wheel of life thinking, oh, if I just do what I think I'm supposed to do, then one day I will have what I need to be happy, like once I get over there. But then what I realized through mindfulness is, oh, actually, this all comes down to being. So if I can be, as in be present, and move through the world from that place of being, from the present moment, I will do naturally from that authentic place of presence and then have the authentic results of those actions, whether it's more peace or joy or meaning or connection or ease or success or whatever. So what I invite you to consider is releasing yourself of the stress of needing to do so much about this binge eating situation. Okay, what would it mean to be with it, to be present while it is happening? So if it's during a binge and I can become present and recognize what is happening now in this present moment, what am I feeling? Our feelings indicate whether our needs are being met or not met. So if I'm feeling something positive, it means my feelings are being met in some way. If I'm feeling something, I don't want to say bad because there aren't good and bad feelings, but something negative or challenging, then it indicates, oh, my needs are not being met. So if we can stop and ask, what are you feeling in this moment? If it's something challenging, then ask, what do I need? And that's it. So if it's before a binge and you can recognize an urge to binge, can you stop and be present and just notice what it feels like? Ask what you're feeling, name it, ask what you need. Maybe once you know that need, there's some other coping mechanism you could turn to. But simply being willing to be present and notice is enough to shift off of autopilot. If you're noticing, you're not on autopilot. If you're off of autopilot, then we can acknowledge we have a choice. And with all of this, remember, mindfulness, it's not just about awareness. It's not just awareness in general. It's non-judgmental awareness. So it's not beating yourself up. It's not, oh crap, I did it again. I'm so terrible. I'm an awful person and I suck and I'm never going to get this right. Just non-judgmentally, even with kindness. How would you speak to a friend, right? You might say, wow, that's really tough. That's so hard. What you're going through is hard. I understand why you did that. And it's okay. You are enough, just as you are. So I know it seems in some ways too simple, and it's not much of a strategy. But if I have learned anything these last few years on my own journey, it's that my personal growth has not come from doing. It's not coming from strategies of what to do. It's coming from being. There's a saying, there's no transformation in information. And if there were, we would all know how to have everything we wanted by now because we'd have had what we needed after we read the first self-help book. And I don't know about you, but I have read way more than one. So I hope that, you can enjoy your life and just be with yourself, be in the present moment. It is such a beautiful thing. And be kind to yourself while doing it. No need to beat yourself up. I am thinking in January that I'm gonna do another run of my small group coaching program to heal your relationship with food. It's 6 weeks. We will meet live weekly on Zoom. So if you wanna get the details on that, add your name to the list below. I will be emailing out the information and the application stuff next month if I decide to actually do it. I'm still kind of making that determination. Okay, that is it for today. I hope you have an amazing holiday season. If you want more content like this, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you soon with a brand new episode, and remember, it's all a matter of mind over munch.